want to be daring, baby, dance the night away. I let my hair down if I want. Don't you just get tired chasing fame and being pretty all the time? Doesn't sound like fun.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're here for the first time, my name is Ann, and if you have been here already, welcome back. For today's video, I'm gonna do my second look using this new palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills, which is the NORVINA Volume No. 1 palette. My previous video is also made with the palette and is actually a lot more dramatic. It's like really colorful. I really wanted to show the palette, like all the bright shades. And for my second look, I wanted to do like something a little bit more wearable to show that you can also do something more wearable with the palette. Because I know like when you look at the palette, it looks maybe a little bit intimidated to some people which are not really used to use a lot of colors. So today's video is like really dedicated to show a more natural look. Even though it's not super natural, but definitely a lot more wearable than my previous video using this palette. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna show you how I created this classic smoked wing liner look. So let's get started. So the first thing I'm gonna do is do some skin prepping. I'll be using the MudMasky Facial Detox Purifying Mask, which is one of my favorites from this brand. I'm gonna use a small amount and I'm gonna use this all over my face. What this is gonna do, it's gonna soak all the dirt out of your skin. It's gonna leave you with a very smooth and fresh feeling face, just like your skin is like really clean, which I really like. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more and more until my face is looking like that. I'm gonna let it sit for a few minutes and then I'm gonna wash it off with some cold water. While this mask is sitting on my face, I'm gonna use some lip scrub. This is something I never really used to do, but I noticed such a difference when I apply my lipstick afterwards. So I thought, since I'm waiting, let me just scrub my lips. I used a lip scrub from Colourpop and then I wiped it away with a tissue. And then now I also removed the MudMasky Facial Detox Mask and my skin felt absolutely amazing and I was ready to start with my makeup. So I'm gonna start with my eyes like I always do, and I use the MAC Cosmetics Soft Ochre Paint Pot, which is my absolute favorite eyeshadow primer. I use it in almost every video. I'm using my Sigma Beauty P84 brush to apply this all over the eyelid. I have a special discount code for everything on Sigma Beauty, their website, which I will link down in the description bar. I also have a dedicated video where I talk about all my favorite brushes. So if you haven't seen it yet, I will link it down in this video. So if you are interested in knowing what my favorite brushes are, make sure you check it out. So now I went in with a eyeshadow guard and I used it at the end of the eyelid. This is gonna leave me with a really sharp edge. Also, it will pick up some fallout, even though the palette that I'll be using doesn't really have a lot of fallout, but it's gonna definitely help with that. So like I said in my intro, today I'm gonna play with this NORVINA Volume No. 1 palette. I'm starting with this color in the number E2. It's like a really pretty bright orange color, and I'm just gonna start blending that all over in the crease using a Sigma Beauty E40 brush, and I'm just gonna blend this like all over the place, going back and forth. I went in with the product a few times to kind of build up the color. And this is also gonna be the darker shade I'm using today. I didn't want it to make like too dramatic, but this is gonna be like the base color to give it some warmth and some color. Then I'm taking this next color, which is in the shade number E3, and I'm gonna add a little bit of that right on top of it to just give it a little bit of a different undertone. I think the orange and this shade, which is more like a yellow mustardy shade, the combination of those two blended together just gives you a really beautiful undertone. The palette doesn't really have like a really light brown color, so I wanted to create my own color by mixing those two shades together. And this is kind of the shade that you will get, which I think is super beautiful. It will make any eye color stand out. It's just like a really beautiful warm undertone kind of situation in my crease, which I really like. Then I'm taking the shade number C5 with a E25 brush from Sigma Beauty, and I'm gonna start pressing that in the outer V. I actually realized that for this makeup look I actually only used two brushes, the Sigma E40 and the E25. Yeah, that was just something I noticed, like, oh, I only use two brushes. Oh yeah, and of course the P84 for applying the eyeshadow primer, but for like applying the eyeshadows I only use those two, which I think is really handy, because most of the times I use many more brushes, but today I just didn't. I don't know why. So I just kept pressing the shade and I also kept blending. I wanted it to be like really smooth around the edges. Then now to darken it up even more, I went in with the color D5, which is a matte black. And I did the same, but I ended up like using more of a light hand because I didn't want the black to be too dramatic. I wanted it to just to be like a little bit more dense in comparison to the dark brown. I just wanted it to be like a little bit of black, but not too much, just to give it that sultry, smoky vibe at the outer end, which I think is so beautiful. I absolutely love smoked out winged liner looks. I just think they're timeless, so classic looking. I think they will look amazing on bridal makeup, so hopefully this will give some inspiration for that as well. So now I went in with this shade, which I forgot to show on camera, so I just thought I would show it like this, and I used my finger to apply it. It's like a really soft golden rose gold kind of shade. I don't really know how to describe it, but it's really pretty. And then I went back in with the D5 and the E25 brush from Sigma Beauty, and I went back in with a little bit more of the black eyeshadow just to make sure that everything looks well blended out. Then now for my eyeliner, I went in with the Anastasia liquid liner, which is their new liquid liner, which I really like. It's super black, and that's what I really like. It also has a matte finish, which I think is really pretty when it comes to liquid liner. So I'm just going to create a simple line above the lash line because I am going in with fake eyelashes. And when I do wear fake eyelashes, I like to use a little bit of eyeliner. This way it will hide the lash band, or the lash band of the fake lashes will kind of really nicely blend into the eyeliner. You won't really see the lash band, and that's what I'm going for. I feel like this way it looks more natural. So now I'm taking this pencil from Urban Decay, which is the 24/7 Glide On pencil in the shade Lucky, a really beautiful bronzy shimmery pencil, which I think is really pretty. Then I'm going back in with the shade E2 and E3. Oh, well, I am using a different brush, I see. I forgot that I used this one, so it's 3 brushes in total. This is a tiny blending brush from Morphe brushes, and I'm just gonna sweep my brush back and forth. And then once again going in with the color C5 and blending that underneath the lower lash line as well. So those are all these shades that I used for the outer V. So you kind of get the same tones at the outer V, also underneath the lower lash line. So everything kind of comes together. Then I'm gonna curl my lashes. The lash curler I'm using, I'm not really sure which brand it is, but it's like a really pretty rose gold one. But to be honest, you can use any lash curler that you have at home, just use what you like. And then now for my mascara, I'm going in with the Roller Lash Mascara from Benefit. My all-time favorite mascara. I'm using it in all my videos. I just really like this one. It makes my lower lashes really long. And then for my fake lashes, I'm going to use some of my new lashes, which will be launching real soon. This is in the style Feisty, which used to be one of my favorite styles, so I'm really excited that these will be back. They're not too dramatic, I just think they have like the right amount of volume, which is also really pretty for daytime looks. So I'm using a tweezer to apply them. Also, let me know what you think of the holographic packaging. I'm really loving it, but of course I would like to know like what you guys think about it. They will be also like shipped in holographic envelopes, so it looks really cute together. I'm really excited for it. And then this is the end of the video. I really hope you all enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. This is really helpful for my YouTube channel. I really hope you liked the second look that I made using this palette. I'm thinking about creating a playlist where I'm gonna put all the videos in which I use this palette, so you guys can find like specific playlists with like palettes that I use, if that makes sense. I also have a playlist where I use the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette. I think there are like around 10 videos. So yeah, if you're interested in that, let me know. And I'm definitely gonna do a lot more looks. I think for my next upcoming look, I'm gonna do something purple. But if you guys have any suggestions, of course, let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, that was it. I really hope you all enjoyed. If you aren't subscribed yet, make sure you do. And hopefully I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys!
I want to be daring, baby, dance the night away. I let my head down if I want. Don't you just get tired chasing fame and being pretty all the time? Doesn't sound like fun. You can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can do better, so much better.